Happy Sunday. I'm on time. Sometimes it takes a second for the sort of go live button to become clickable. So I actually was trying to be a minute early, but it took a second for the stream button to become active. How's it going, everybody? It's Sunday. Beautiful Sunday here. Poke Mama, Maryland Ball, Peak River Studios, Outmation, Texas, Pyro. Wow, there are a lot of people. USSR, LOG42, The Chaotic Artist, Marcos Fernandez, Potato, someone from Algeria, whose name is in Arabic and I unfortunately can't read it, but welcome. Paolo Ripamonti, ICUP, Josie Kern, Smokey, Freezoy, Luxembourg, Crown Creations, Cool Louie, Master J, Crown Creations, Alex Savory, Soviet Ball Mapping, Marilia Country Balls, Marble Sphere, Aruba Balls, Jacob, a second Jacob, Square Up Tune, Cinnamon, that one trash YouTuber. How's it going, everybody? We're going to do a slightly different stream today. I don't know that I'm going to do much drawing, if any. So I don't really feel like drawing today, but felt like I could stream. We could hang out and watch some videos, play some games, do some art review, something like that, you know? Hopefully that sounds good. Big news today. Mr. Joe Biden decided to suspend his campaign for re-election, and it looks like the vice president, Kamala Harris, will most likely be the Democratic Party's nominee for president in November. Strategically, it was a good idea for the Democratic Party to do that, and for Joe Biden to step down because he's an old man and he was not polling very well. So today is the day it officially became Joever. It is officially Joever. Joe Biden will be a one-term president. There's a famous quote from Vladimir Lenin. There are decades where weeks happen, and there are weeks where decades happen. We're living through those weeks right now, where decades are happening. There's a ton of shit happening all over the world now, in very short order. It's very strange. All right. First things first, let's watch our most recent short, the one from today. To be honest, even with Kamala, they will still lose. Hard disagree. Donald Trump is a known quantity. People have known who he is on, the political stage for 9 years. There are plenty of people that were looking an excuse to vote for somebody who's not Donald Trump, but couldn't because it's, Joe Biden who's very visibly old and sort of losing it. So Obama should run for re-election. Can't. But nothing ever happens. People are silent now. True. Daniel YouTuber, a Brazilian, is here. Welcome. All right, let's watch our most recent video.
Breaking news. Myanmar junta slaughters peaceful protesters. No, the humanity. Democracy in Myanmar is falling. What will you do? Listen, me and my pal are going to have a serious chat about Myanmar. So, Myanmar, pretty fucked up, right? Yeah. So, sanctions, I guess? Yeah, sanctions. I'm thinking sanctions. Let's do sanctions. Breaking news.
So this is based on an Aaron comic. I like this one. It's the one tool that democracies use is sanctions. They're very, very reluctant to actually use force. Why does Nightbot look like that? I have no idea. I don't know what Nightbot's up to. How was everybody's week? Weekend, rather. Nightbot can't do anything anymore, it just says stuff? Really? Oh, maybe it just drops links into Discord. Bosnian King was good. Potato, good. FM Roman, welcome. FM Romaine, I like that. Alright, most people had a good weekend. That's awesome. It's Belgian Independence Day today, is it? I forget that Belgium is a country. Yeah, 21st of July is Belgian National Day. It's one of the country's 10 public holidays and marks the anniversary of the investiture of Leopold I as the King of the Belgians in 1831. Very cool. I've been to Belgium once. I went to Brussels for 2 or 3 days. I loved it. I thought Brussels was super fun. It's an ugly city, but it's very fun. So happy Belgian Day to any of the Belgians in chat. Jose Hernandez, how's it going? Volation Gaming, have I been to Canada? I have been to Canada. My parents brought me when I was like a toddler to Quebec, so I don't remember that. But I've been to British Columbia. I went skiing in Whistler when I was a teenager. So I love Canada. Canada's great. We shit on Canada a lot in our shorts and our videos because it's fun and it's funny, and Aaron's Canadian, so he likes doing it, and he makes a ton of comics featuring Canada. Alright, so I was thinking for Infinite Craft, we could make... Someone said they'd be surprised if Polandball existed. We already have it, man. Create Belgium? We've got Belgium. We have Belgian waffles as well. Belgian ball. Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. Okay, we can make a bunch of balls with... we take Polandball, and then we add a bunch of countries to it. I guess we can get like the ball versions. So here, well, Polandball would be Polandball. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. France. Oh, Napoleon. Interesting. Napoleon and Polandball. Napoleon ball. Interesting. There we go. Freedom. All right. I was thinking maybe we could make like a bunch of countries. We have most of Europe. I think we could do Europe while the Europeans are in chat. Do I have Aruba? I don't think so. I tried to get, I have Cuba. Yeah, I think what we should do is let's make the world an Infinite Craft. Do I have Bosnia? No. Okay, so I have United Kingdom. I have France. Belgium. Let's start with making Europe first. I think that could be fun. I think I have Ireland. Ireland. Do I have Russia? I'm pretty sure I have Russia and China. Here's Russia. Put it way up over there where it can't hurt anybody. I don't have Ukraine. Do I have Belarus? No. We've got Netherlands and Netherlands. Singular and plural. Let's put Netherlands. Do I have Luxembourg? No. Okay. Let's put them over here so I have room to like create stuff down here. France, Belgium, Netherlands. Oh, here, let's go all the way over here. So Ireland is like the most extreme northeast Europe. Russia, probably over here. Okay. Do I have Denmark? We're gonna have to get Denmark. I have Norway. I'm pretty sure I have communist Sweden. Finland. Do I have Finland? I don't have Finland. We'll have to find out how to make Finland. Luxembourg fan 69. Luxembourg mentioned. That's one of my favorite internet memes is like people from small countries, when their country gets mentioned somehow, they say their country mentioned. I love it. Do I have Germany? I'm pretty sure I have Germany, yeah. There's Germany. What happens when you get Germany and France? Does it create war? No, Europe. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's nice. Continent in Russia. Okay, hold on. France and Germany. We get Europe. What's Europe plus Russia? USSR. Interesting. Okay. Asia plus Cuba. What would be... What is like the Asian equivalent of Cuba? What would you guys say? Indonesia? Japan? I don't think Japan. I would say Indonesia. Havana. Okay, that doesn't do anything. But we're gonna make most of Europe. Let me turn on some music. Let me know if the music is too loud. Dance and electronic. I have no idea if any of this is good. We'll figure it out. Okay. Space 427, please do not spam and stream. Thank you, Marble Sphere, for catching that. Biden resigned. Biden did not resign. He suspended his re-election campaign. He's still president. And he will be president until January 20th of 2025. Make Poland? I'm pretty sure I have Poland. There we go. Poland, right next to Germany. I guess I should put Russia over here. Okay, so I need to make Finland. Do I have Spain? I have Spain. Do I have Portugal? I have Portugal. Okay, cool. I think I have Greece. Greece. We're gonna have to make like all the Balkans. So we have Monaco, Italy. Over here. Pasta land. Belarus, Lithuania. I don't think I have any of the Baltics. I don't have Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia. Do I have Czechia or Slovakia or Slovenia? Alright, what are the big ones that I'm missing? Finland, Denmark, Ukraine, and then everything in like Central Europe and the Balkans. Romania and Bulgaria, do I have either of those? No. Alright, Romania could be easy, because I'm pretty sure I have vampires. We could probably get Romania from Europe. Dracula in Europe, Vlad. Do I have country? Is there a way to make country or state? How do I make country? Hungary? Make Hungary? Yeah, so the goal I think is to make all of Europe. Do I have Switzerland? I do have Switzerland. Okay, cool. Put it right up here. And we'll get Liechtenstein at some point. I don't know how I'm going to get Liechtenstein. That seems difficult. Danube plus land. So I have land. England. Landfill plus land. Wasteland. Island. Island and Greece should give me Cyprus, right? Crete. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to Crete in 2 months. I'm looking forward to it. Wall. There's got to be a way to get Romania, like, using vampires. Make America? I do have America. I don't have America. But I have America. I'm pretty sure I have USA and United States. USA. What's US? America plus Europe. Atlantis. That's not great. That's not great. Okay, so land and island, I think, will help us get more countries. But how do I make country? Does anyone know? Make Trump? I already have Trump. I have Trump, I have Biden, I'm pretty sure I have Obama here. Donald Trump, Trump, Obama, Barack Obama, Biden. Do I live somewhere in the observable universe? I do! It's great here. It's very hospitable. For me. East Turkestan. Sealand. Finland. Alright, how will we make Finland? Norway and Sweden. We could work backwards from Norway and Sweden and make the other Nordic countries. Do I have Iceland? I do have Iceland. Okay, cool. Norway and Sweden combined. I think I have Brazil. Yeah, I have Brazil. Brazil and Sweden. Brazil and Norway. Football. What, snow plus something? Do I have snow? I have snow. Snow plus Norway. Ski. Use Russia. Sweden plus Russia. Finland, maybe? No. Norway? Iceland and Norway. Will that make Finland? Oh, that made Greenland. That's cool. Okay, so Greenland plus Sweden, that should give us Denmark. Nope. Norway plus Greenland. Iceland plus Greenland. Greenland plus land. Green. Okay, I get it, yeah. Green plus land. Will that make Greenland? No, it makes forest. That doesn't make any sense. Forest plus Greenland. Rainforest. How do we get Denmark from Greenland? Grönland? Oh, Aaron wants to hang out and chat. Hold on. I have to put on my headset so I can actually listen to what's going on. Why is the USSR icon the Russian flag? Because, for whatever reason in Infinite Craft, they don't have the Soviet flag emoji. Make sure this is working. Okay, cool, I can hear. What song is this? I don't like this. Okay. If Aaron shows up, he shows up. Greenland plus Europe? Yeah, that makes sense. No, it just... Why does it give us Iceland? That doesn't make any sense. Sweden plus Greenland didn't do it. It keeps giving us Iceland. USSR with the Russian flag as Sneak 100. Is the music too loud? It feels a little loud on my end. Waiter of Karma, you massively over-detailed your contest entry before I said not to. Oh, I'm... Sorry. I totally forgot. I should go over this real quick. So, next Saturday is our next art contest, and Envita and Not So Great Britain chose the theme, and we iterated it a little bit. So, the theme for next Saturday's contest is to make a simple adaptation, Polandball adaptation of a war photo. It has to be a photo of an actual war that has happened, and it can't be super detailed, so don't make it photorealistic. We want it to be sort of cartoony. Oh, I see what you made, Karma. That is detailed. So yeah, so I chose the Jaws of Death. This is a famous photo from the Normandy landings. So you could turn this into a drawing. Put a bunch of like US balls here, you know? Doesn't have to be World War II, doesn't have to be World War I, but it does have to be a war for which there are photos. So you can't be like the Napoleonic Wars because there are no photos of that. So no paintings, only photos. Don't make it super detailed. And it should not be humorous. It should be sort of serious and somber. Can it be a civil war? Yes. Civil wars, armed uprisings, revolutions, things like that. Country equals city plus continent. Let me try that. But yeah, that's the theme for next Saturday. Everyone's welcome to join. I don't have city. How do I make city? I have New York City, but I don't have city. Oh, I got Manhattan. Okay. Do I have flag? I don't think so. No. Official Mafia erase your existence with banning a butt ton of details. Well, if we deliberately have a more simple art style, that means more people are able to compete without feeling like they're going to get immediately cooked. Do I have Eurovision Song Contest? If I do that and Dracula makes Romania, I do have Eurovision. I have Eurovision. Whoops. Oh. Oh, I know this song. Alexander Rybak. What is it? It's I'm in Love with a Fairy Tale. That's unironically the best Eurovision song winner. It was like 2009, 2010, something like that. Town plus town equals city. Okay, I have city, and then it was city and continent made country. Okay, country plus Greenland. This is Denmark. Country is going to do a lot of heavy lifting, I think. What is this program I'm using? This is a browser game called Infinite Craft. It's super fun. It's generative AI, so you can make like a ton of stuff. Not just a ton of stuff, there's no limit. It will generate new things that you can make. So you can discover things that other people have not made before. I haven't made any discoveries on this, but on another computer I have. Alexander Rybak plus country. That should make Norway. Yeah. Okay, so Dracula plus Eurovision Song Contest, right? Why is it not doing that? Why is it doing that? Oops. Okay, there we go. Romania. Awesome. Green Romania. What the? Roman Empire. Did I not have that? Oh, I did have that. Green Empire. Do I have Lego? Lego plus country would do it. I have brick, I think. Country plus brick. Wall. Brick plus Denmark. I don't have Denmark. I'm trying to make Denmark. I'm trying to make Denmark or Finland. Try art plus Germany for Austria. I mean, I already have Hitler. Hitler comes up, like, for everything. Prison plus country. That should be Australia, right? Prison plus country. Come on, please be Australia. What? Jail plus Australia? Or jail plus country? That's crazy. Prisoner plus country. Yeah, I don't know why Denmark is so hard to get. Suburb. Brick plus star. Let's do brick. Let's do star. Lego. Okay, Lego plus country. If this doesn't give us Denmark, then I don't know what would. How? Legoland. Denmark. Okay, Legoland plus country gave us Denmark. That's pretty cool. Close enough, you know? Alright, now we need to get Finland. How do we get Finland? Eurovision plus Netherlands makes juiced. It doesn't seem like it. Oh, Conchita Wurst. I remember. I remember that Eurovision contest. Sauna plus country. Faroe Islands. I have no idea how to make Faroe Islands. I don't know anything about the Faroe Islands. Hungary plus country. I don't have Hungary. Whoops. Patriot. Army. That's useful to have. Both in-game and in real life. Knight. Lego Knight. That's pretty cool. Do I have Lake? Maybe Lake plus Sweden? I think I have Lake. Lake plus country. Let's try that first. Nope. Stockholm. It's where Mr. Dick Rhino lives. Make Yugoslavia? That'll be tough. Maybe like USSR plus one of the Balkan states. I need more Balkan states before I can try it. Can I make a land? I have no idea how I would make it. Kalmar Union? I don't know how I would make that either. Benny Lane, you love our shorts. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I don't know how to get sauna. Sauna plus country I feel like would make Finland. Do I have shower? There's sweatshop. Maybe you can make sauna from sweatshop. Do I have like leisure or... Sweatshop plus country should be China or Vietnam or something, right? Nope, just sweatshop. Communism. Finland equals EU Song Contest plus Dandelion. I don't have Dandelion. Oh, I do have Dandelion. Why do I have Dandelion? Eurovision. Finland. All right. Why does Dandelion and the Eurovision Song Contest give me Finland? That's interesting. Chernobyl. Nokia. Smart city. Sweatshop plus nation. Do I have nation? I do have nation. Got that earlier. Sweatshop. Whoops. Slavery. King plus sweatshop won't do anything. Greece plus king. Alright, how do we... Let's try and get Cyprus. Cyprus, I'm thinking island and like... I don't know, do I have olives? Olive oil? Olive tree? Let's try this. Island plus olive oil. Nope, it just keeps giving me Greece. Toyota. Woven City. First discovery on this computer. Woven City. Sweatshop City. Babylon. Oh, Babylon I could use to get like Iraq or something, right? Mesopotamia. Yeah, Iraq. Cool. So Iraq would be like down here. Baghdad. Froglord, the reason Dandelion and EU Song Contest gave us Finland is because in Infinite Craft, more basic elements are more likely to combine into new stuff, and for some reason Dandelion and Steampunk, anything gives you a lot of combines you know from experience. Interesting, good to know. Iraq plus USA, I think that's going to give us war. Yep. I'm not sure I like this song. Let's move on. Where's it playing? I don't like this artist. Let's try this. Is Balsona a word? In this community, it is. Got Iran. Okay, Iran plus Iraq. War. Yeah, that's fair. Persia. Civil War. Oil. Oh, that's a good one to have. Pizza and oil, Greece. Alright, I like it. What is Greece plus Greece? Euros. Souvlaki. Greek. I love it. Okay. We want to try and get Cyprus. War plus Russia for Ukraine? I don't think that worked, but let me try. Nope, because it's Cold War. Ceausescu from Cold War in Romania. Cold War in Greece. Do I have Turkey? I don't have the country Turkey. Turquia. We get like Istanbul. I had Athens, right? Yeah, Athens. Turkey. Megalopolis. Try Turkey plus country to get Turquia. I thought I tried that. I also have nation. I can try that. Whoops. No. Country in Turkey gives Thanksgiving. So does nation in Turkey.
How's it going,
Hey. Chat, say hello to Aaron.
No, it's Dick Rhino.
Oh, it's Dick Rhino. Sorry. Aaron said he was going to be joining.
Gotcha. My ASMR thing, so I understand that you can't properly pick out who it is who's talking.
Welcome, Dick Rhino. Chat, say hello to Dick Rhino. Let me turn down the music so I can hear you better. Maybe I'll just turn off the music, actually.
So how are you feeling today, Mike? You're in a good mood today.
I am in a great mood.
I am also in a great mood.
Some good news to sort of salvage sanity.
Yeah, it's been... I saw someone comment on Reddit where he was like, the past 4 weeks have been the longest 20 years of my life.
For sure. I was telling Chad earlier about Lenin's quote where there are decades where weeks happen and there are weeks where decades happen.
Do you know about the Chinese curse?
May you live in interesting times.
Yes. They say that as a curse. And it's interesting because like you and me, we have a bit of age to us compared to, you know, a lot of the fan base.
It feels bad, man.
And we know, right? Because, you know, we remember the 90s. Well, I remember the 90s. I'm not sure about you.
I don't. I grew up in the 90s. I remember some of it.
I remember
was a
the
kid.
90s. The 90s were the boringest decade imaginable. All right, you know, the Cold War ended, the Berlin Wall had fallen, 9/11 was still like 10 years away. The 90s was like just this era, this decade where like nothing happened, which is like, you know, we had to turn toward just, you know, complaining about bullshit just to have something to be angry about. We had the grunge music, which was like, oh, okay, that's the revolutionary stuff, right? That's how we revolt against the man or whatever. We had the rise. Check it. We had the rise of the anti-hero. as a concept. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin in the 90s. We got Max Payne in the 90s. It was the era of the anti-hero because everything was so fucking good and there was nothing to complain about. So we were like, we're so tired of heroes and good guys, so we just need to root for the villains instead.
Chat, are you able to hear Dick Rhino? I tried turning the volume up. Is it better? Smokey said that's better. Also, I have I'm using voice activity so that I don't have to press my push to talk all the time to talk. So.
Oh, they say barely. Did you?
He's quiet.
Did you hear my rant about the 90s? Did you understand my rant about the 90s? I hope you did. I hope you didn't miss out on that, chat.
All right, I turned it way up. Okay, they can hear you now. Great.
That's
they did.
nice.
They did hear your rant about the 90s.
So the thing about that is, looking back on it, we took that shit for granted.
Oh yeah.
We did not appreciate how nice it was to live in times that were not particularly interesting.
I just got Ukraine from Crimea and country, so Infinite Craft recognizes Crimea as part of Ukraine. Just made it official. Have you played Infinite Craft before?
No, I have not. I have no idea what you're doing on screen.
Chat introduced this to me. It's a really fun game where it's generative AI. So it gives you a set of like 5 starting terms or whatever, and you combine things endlessly, infinitely, to try and create either, things that exist or entirely new things. So,
that's cool.
For example, I just got I have 3 discoveries, I think, on this computer. So I've made 3 things that nobody else has ever made in this game before. Woven City, Abacon, and Ann Armstrong coleslaw. So you make, like, the discoveries that people tend to make are, like, absolutely ridiculous. But for this stream, we're trying to create at least all of Europe. So I've got a good amount of Europe so far.
Oh, that's cool. Abe Lincoln asks, but wasn't the Gulf War happening? Look, the Gulf War did not go on for that long. And it wasn't something that, like... 9/11 was something that concerned the entire world. The Gulf War did not concern the entire world. Here in Sweden, it was like barely paying attention to it.
The Gulf War is important in the sense that it sort of established the sort of strength of American hegemony as the Soviet Union collapsed. It sort of ushered in the unipolar world where, the Soviet Union didn't collapse until a little bit after the Gulf War concluded, but it was very much on its way out. And then just the absolute sort of complete dominance that the coalition established in the Gulf War sort of reinforced that this was America's world and you were all living in it. Now it's changed a lot since then because it's been 33 years, 34 years, something like that, since the Gulf War. And we don't live really in a unipolar world anymore, but I think the Gulf War sort of ushered in that unipolar international model.
I would agree with that assessment, that it was very much an American hegemony in the 90s. But no one really cared because, like, the stakes weren't as high back then like they are now. We have, let's see, I saw something here, by, I gotta find that comment.
Chat, I'm cheating. I'm going to try and get Bulgaria by looking up the recipe.
Yeah. Bosnian King said that, like, if you lived in Yugoslavia, you don't have super fond memories of the 90s. And that is true.
Yep.
And that is actually one conflict in the 90s that did have an impact in all of Europe, the Yugoslav wars. And we felt that in Sweden, too, because that's when we got, like, a huge influx of refugees from the former Yugoslav countries. So yes, that is true. The Yugoslav wars was absolutely a thing that happened that Europe felt the impact of. That being said, it's still like it's not to the level it is today, where every day you wake up and you wonder, like, is this the day where World War III is gonna start?
Yeah, so, people rightfully criticize sort of the international order as it's led by the United States, as it was led by the United States. However, people are very quick to forget how much worse things were before the Cold War. We never had sort of unipolar or bipolar systems in the international system until 1945. We had multipolar systems, right? And those directly led to things like the War of Spanish Succession, the Napoleonic Wars, World War I, and World War II most famously. They are not stable. When you have a bunch of countries that are relatively similar in power, and they have sort of divergent, or they have either divergent interests or interests that are completely at odds with one another, they go to war. It's not good. Bipolar and unipolar worlds are more stable. And as callous as it might sound, it is better to have sort of localized conflicts like exist in sub-Saharan Africa or in the Balkans in the 90s than it is to have great power conflict, because great power conflict means millions of people are dying. Localized wars, smaller wars, among smaller states that don't really affect the entire international system, fewer people die. I don't know that we'll ever get to a point where we don't have war. I don't think we ever will. I think we're a very violent species. But if you have to choose, it's basically choosing the lesser of two evils. So I would rather live in a world where, the United States and Russia and China don't go to war. That's something I think people take for granted. Dust storm plus tree equals tumbleweed. Tumbleweed plus stew equals chili plus ash. Okay, let's try. Do I have dust storm? I don't have dust storm. I do have dust storm. Dust storm plus tree.
That's
tumbleweed. Tumbleweed plus stew. I don't have stew. How do I make stew? P. Creeper Studios, you don't get my point? My point is that you might think the world is bad now because there are conflicts and wars, but it could get a lot fucking worse. World War I and World War II are things that should never be allowed to happen again. That's my point. If you think something like the war in Ukraine, or the war in Gaza, or in Myanmar, or in Sudan are bad, you don't want to see a nuclear war. In a nuclear war, hundreds of millions of people would die within the first couple of hours.
It is important to sort of like remember at times that like, despite all the doom and gloom, we are currently living in like the most peaceful era of all of human history.
That was more true like 10 years ago, but I get your point.
That was more true 10 years ago.
Yeah. Chat, I am reading your suggestions as what to write. It's just I don't want to constantly talk over Dick Rhino. So keep writing in chat, and I'll take your suggestions for what to make. I just don't want to talk over Dick Rhino all the time. I don't think I have wine, so... Not in the game. I have wine in real life. I'm actually going to go re-up.
Re-upping on wine.
Yeah, how do I get wine in this game? I don't have grape. I have France and I have Italy. I could probably make wine somehow from that, right? Chat, figure out how to make wine.
Is it like France plus grape?
I don't have grape, unfortunately, but I'm gonna get wine. Chair stream featuring Dick Rhino.
Chair stream featuring Dick Rhino. Just pretend that I am the chair. Pretend that you are currently speaking to the chair that is me. We can do some weird stuff with it. I can talk about like what Colai's back sweat smells like. If that's something Colai's chat is into. It's
Chair stream's over. I'm back.
Kolai looks like a guy who uses cologne or like just some sort of fragrance.
I've never used cologne in my life.
Really?
Really?
You don't spritz yourself with anything.
I don't. Maybe I should.
You should. So here's my philosophy. And look, I didn't used to be super into it. I was a little bit into it, but then my brother got like super into perfumes. and just like buying samplers from like 20 different designer brands or whatever to just sort of like get a feel for them to determine what he's going to buy or not, and just checking out all of the current perfume trends, because that's a thing, right? And I'm not going to get into it like he does, but I've managed to pick up a thing or two along the way. One thing I've learned is that for winter you typically want more sort of like rich and a bit like fruitier smells, and then for summer you want something that's, you know, a bit more sort of like fresh and easy. So the idea is that like you should at least have like a winter perfume and a summer perfume, which is kind of cool. I like that idea.
Peak Reaper Studios, what you meant was that when you said I don't get your point, is that a local Chinese civil conflict causes millions of deaths. So this is my totally layman's take, but I don't believe that things like the Taiping Rebellion, I don't believe the sort of the casualty count that's sort of been established for a lot of those Chinese conflicts. Because record keeping, you know, hundreds of years ago, particularly in places like China, was not going to be as sort of methodical as it is today. I think, you know, you can at best make an educated estimate, but like the idea that 30 million people died in the Taiping Rebellion, like how on earth would we know, you know? But again, I'm conceding that I don't really know anything about this. Taiping Rebellion, total dead, 20 to 30 million. Like this estimate comes from Stephen R. Platt, 2012, Autumn in the Heavenly Kingdom, China, the West, and the epic story of the Taiping Civil War. Right, and especially the farther back in time you go, like, I don't know, some conflict in China from 600 AD. How on earth could you believe records that suggest, 10 million deaths in some conflict? There's just no way. Wine plus steam. Do I have steam? How do I make steam? Water plus fire is steam. That makes sense. Steam plus wine gives us stew. And then I'm using stew for what? Captain Nemo. Soup Nemo. City plus race car equals Monaco. Do I have race car? I have city. I don't have car at all. Make Andorra? That seemed like it'd be pretty hard. How would I make Andorra? Do I recommend any sources on learning geopolitics? If you like podcasts, there's a podcast called Geopolitics Decanted. I think that's what it's called. Let me look it up. Yeah, Geopolitics Decanted is pretty good. So I studied academically a lot of political science, political philosophy, international relations, and history. So that's like already my background. So I have 6-7 years worth of sort of academic history, having read a ton of primary sources, secondary sources on all sorts of stuff. So my background is mostly European history. So I'm relatively uneducated about things like East Asian history, South Asian history, African history for sure, and Latin American history. It's very much like Europe. How's that spelled? Sorry, English is unfortunately your first language. Here, I'll put in chat. Geopolitics Decanted. It's a podcast. Spain or France plus micronation? I don't think I have micronation. I have microscope. Microscope plus France. Maybe that'll do it. Louis Pasteur. Oh, okay. That's good to have. Spain plus microscope. Science. Oh, we got a
So
TARDIS.
Karl,
as well. Yeah, go ahead.
what would you like to smell like?
I don't know. What is a good smell?
Well, it's like you know how you can smell like just the typical musky male cologne smell, or you can smell like sort of like a fresh, sort of like a soapy thing, or maybe like a flowery thing. Maybe you want to smell like licorice, right? There's so many different smells. What would you like to smell like?
I don't know. I've never given it any thought, like I shower once, sometimes twice a day, depending if like when I work out or if it's hot. So I should hopefully smell like Dove soap at least, or Irish Spring soap.
There are also different kinds of scents in perfumes that either like stick and last like really long, and they are sort of like more, invasive to where some people like have problems with them because it just can't get away from the smell. And then there are some that just are way more sort of like a discreet. I assume that's more something that you would be into.
Maybe. Do you have any recommendations?
Yeah, sure. I think if you want something that's pretty popular right now, that's sort of like just classy and neutral and not too like crazy in any direction, go with Chanel's Bleu de Chanel.
Okay.
Yeah. That could be a nice smell for you.
I'll look it up.
It is very sort of just like, it smells good, but it's not any sort of like, divisive sort of smell that you would either like love or hate. It's just fresh and summery and nice, and very popular right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's just an area I don't know anything about. War plus chaos equals Serbia. Is that true? That's funny. How do I get chaos? Oh, I do have chaos. No, it gives me Titan. That would be super funny. Some of these are funny. Like a lot of the things that you would assume would make Trump or Hitler do. It's a little bit overdone, but there was one really funny one. I forget what it was. Maybe like a month ago when I last played this on stream, there was one I wasn't expecting. I thought it was hilarious.
Ben Cog asks how long you and I have been friends.
What was that? Oh, it's Skate Nerd. No, keep going. Continuez, s'il vous plaît, monsieur.
So yeah, we got asked like how long have we been friends for? And it's weird because like yes, I would classify you as a friend, but it's that peculiarity of internet communities.
Yes.
Whereas like me and Kolai have met once.
And it was 2013, I think. So it was a while ago. 2013 or 2014.
I think 14, so it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But obviously we've kept in touch and been part of the same community, been chatting online, like every day for a decade.
Yeah.
So and we knew each other before the meetup as well, obviously, too. So maybe 12 years, I guess.
That sounds right.
But it is weird to have, which is something that's really cool about this whole Polandball thing, this community, that you feel this sort of bond, you feel this sense of connection with someone on the other side of the planet that you've met once. And it's like, I don't know where Kolai lives, I don't know exactly what he works with, I don't. There's a ton of things that I don't know about the man behind the internet handle. But at the same time, just because of our shared experience and our shared interest and just the things that we have worked on together to build and achieve, I do feel that sense of bond with him. Like, I consider him a friend. I don't know. It's weird. It's how the internet works today.
Yeah. So I grew up on the internet. Like, I remember being like, 7, 8 years old and using the internet. I remember the internet before YouTube was a thing. I remember when like Google was not a household name by any means.
Yeah, same.
So I like, as a kid, I remember like internet communities and internet culture was very, very niche. It didn't really blow up, it felt like, until like maybe the mid to late 2000s, in the sense like of internet sort of communities and having internet friends being like mainstream.
Yeah, because even like it was centered around like message boards or like some sort of social communities, but they weren't global. They weren't as far reaching at all. They were much more local back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had my Swedish ones. I don't know what you had in the US. It was like MySpace?
I did not have MySpace, but I was familiar with it.
I think that was like the big one.
Yeah. I had a Facebook when it first came out. That was really the only social media I ever had. I never used it for anything. I very much hate social media. I don't have an Instagram. I don't like it. So I deleted my Facebook account, like 8, 9 years ago, something like that.
I've never deleted my Facebook account. I still have it. It's just that I never use it. I have 1 or 2 friends that I still like use Facebook's Messenger service to talk to. Otherwise, it serves no use for me.
Mm-hmm. All right, so chat. Let's try and we need to make more European countries. So like, we have most of the Balkans that we need to do. The micronations. We're missing Belarus, Czech Republic, Slovakia. Am I missing any other of the big ones? I don't know how to make those. So something like Bosnia, Serbia, Montenegro, Albania. Do I have Albania? I feel like I have it. No, I don't. Okay.
Maybe if you put the color black with mountain together, it'll be Montenegro. That's what it literally means.
That would make sense. Do I have... I have black hole. I don't have the color black. I have mountain. How would I get the color black? How do I get color? Light?
I have no.
Chat, say hello to Gate Nerd, by the way. Gate Nerd is in Discord as well with me and Dick right now.
Hi, Chad.
Europe.
I've never played this game, so.
Europe plus Crystal equals Czech Republic. I don't think I have Crystal. I do have Europe. Europe plus Lightning. Zeus. Mountain. Oh, Mount Olympus. Okay, that's good to have. Yeah, this game's pretty fun. It's generative AI, so you can come up with a ton of new stuff.
Yeah, I think I've seen some clips of it. They got the Polish flag wrong. That's embarrassing.
I do have Polandball.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
We've got Polandball right here. And Napoleon Ball. France plus Lightning. Eiffel Tower, Zeus.
Chow Confucius. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. So we're trying to get any of the Balkan states, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Belarus. If I could get color, then I could get white, and then maybe white plus Russia would be Belarus. I have White House. Yeah, let's see, White House plus Trump, or White House plus Russia equals Trump. Death plus Russia, Soviet Union. Oh, Gulag. Gulag plus Greece. Sparta.
Hey, chat. Do you want to watch me scare Kolai in real time?
What's gonna happen?
Yeah. Okay, Kolai. Because the Democrats had a primary, and picked Biden as their representative in the primary, the Supreme Court are going to declare that changing to a different candidate is unlawful and nullify the election.
Well, the Democratic Party, political parties, chat, in the United States and in most places, are private organizations. So, one, Joe Biden was not already the nominee. He was the presumptive nominee. The Democratic National Convention will happen sometime next month. I think it's toward the end of August, at which point they go through the actual formal process according to their own organization's bylaws to nominate their actual nominee.
However,
So-
the delegates are already committed to.
But under their bylaws, you can release your delegates, which is what he's going to do.
Yeah, the Democrats aren't like they're a political party, but it's like, just think of it like McDonald's, and McDonald's put forward a candidate. The American people have no say over what McDonald's does. It's just whether or not they let you pretend like you do with primaries. It doesn't matter who the Democrats say is going to be on the ticket. Although Ohio and a couple of other states have started lawsuits trying to get, at that point, Joe Biden not to appear on the ballots because their state laws say that you have to have them, you have to have your nominees sent to the state by like August 1st or something, which is before the Democratic National Convention. So technically, those states could say that Kamala Harris can't be on the ballot, but it's the same argument that they could use to say that Biden couldn't be on the ballot.
Ooh, uranium. Okay, I got a bunch of interesting stuff. I accidentally just deleted France and Spain. Imagine how much better the world would be if neither of those countries existed. How did I make the UK? I don't remember, but I got it pretty early on, so it's got to be pretty easy. It's probably like land plus sea or something. Or evil plus bad food. Nuclear test plus country. Let's try it. It's probably going to be Japan.
What's the country called?
Palau.
That's the one the U.S. bombed.
U.S. did nuclear tests on a bunch of. Was it Palau?
I feel like it wasn't. I feel like it's definitely one of the Pacific Islands, but I don't know which one.
And the U.S. tested a bunch of nukes around the South Pacific, like Marshall Islands, Micronesia, places like that. Mutant. Oh, mutant. Let's have fun here. Greece plus mutant. Cyclops. Let's bring mutant plus Italy. Super Mario. All right, let's see. Like the mutant version of every one of these European countries have mutant plus Portugal. Ronaldo. I like that. Nuclear Ronaldo. That's pretty cool. Plus Cyclops? Nuclear Cyclops plus Super Mario. Nuclear Mario. That's pretty cool. Alright. Spain plus mutant. Frankenstein. That doesn't make any sense. France plus mutant. Napoleon. I can see it. Let's get mutant back up here. Belgium plus mutant. Magneto. Is Magneto Belgian?
No. He's Russian.
Is he Russian?
Polish. I think he's Polish.
Magneto. Eric Lenscher. Let me see.
He lived in the Soviet Union. I don't know where. So.
I will look this up.
Magneto was born Max Eisenhardt in the late 1920s to a middle-class German Jewish family. Max's father, Jacob Eisenhardt, was a decorated World War veteran. Surviving discrimination and hardship during the Nazi rise to power, the passing of Nuremberg laws in 1935, and Kristallnacht, Max and his family fled to Poland. where they were captured during the German invasion of Poland and sent to the Warsaw Ghetto. So he's German Jewish.
Cool.
But why did I get... Why from Belgium? Okay, Netherlands plus mutant. Dutch. All Dutch people are mutants. You heard it here first. Confirmed on stream. Dutch people are mutants. Norway plus mutant. Troll. I see it. Sweden plus mutant. It's gonna give us Dick Rhino. Watch. Oh, give us ABBA. Interesting.
That's weird.
Finland plus mutant. Wolverine. I don't see it. Dutch Verine. Okay. Okay, I lost mutant. Let me get mutant again. ABBA slaps. I love ABBA.
I don't love ABBA, so I have to turn in my Swedish card.
Yeah, I was about to say. Alright, Denmark plus mutant. Aquaman. Is Aquaman Danish? There's no way.
No.
It's okay.
He's blonde.
He's from the Kingdom of Atlantis. Jesus Christ.
Is he? I mean, it makes sense. I don't know. Aquaman is lame as hell. Do you guys like Aquaman? Let's do a poll.
No one likes Aquaman.
The only DC character I like is Batman. I think Aquaman is super lame. I don't know. Like Green Lantern is lame. Wonder Woman is lame.
Yeah.
Superman is lame.
Marvel has. I agree. And man, I have gotten into so many arguments with people online about Superman, and they're like, "Oh, but Superman is sort of like, he's you can't hate on Superman. He's like such a big piece of Americana, right? He's just perfect." And I just find him super boring. And I have had arguments about Superman on a philosophical level, where he is like, well, first of all, he is Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was purposefully done. His name in his alien name, Karl. I think that's like it's got some Hebrew connotations to it, where it's like just.
I just got Superman in Infinite Craft while you were talking. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Nice. Yeah. So he's meant to be a messianic figure, right? It's like just he is this wonderful representation of like all of the best parts of America and like just everything that we aspire to be and whatever. And it's like, I'm gonna say that like it's phony in the same way that Jesus is phony. Oh, you heard it here first, people. No, but you know how your typical modern flag-hugging conservative or whatever, who's like, or Bible-thumping conservative, and you look at like, you don't follow the teachings of Jesus. It's like right. That's the furthest thing away from it. It's like supply side Jesus, whatever. Or it's like worshipping Donald Trump or whatever, who's like as far away from biblical values as you can get. It's all part of like this big idea of like you want to identify as something to make yourself feel good about yourself. You just don't want to have to do the things that implies. So you want to identify as Christian because Christians are good people or whatever. But then there's that pesky Jesus guy who said that, you're supposed to love the poor. And you're supposed to turn the other cheek. And you have your modern American conservative who's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to love the poor. I just want to be a good Christian without having to do any of the things that Jesus said that a good Christian should do. That's how I feel about Superman as well. Whereas like, I don't think America has earned having Superman as their idol.
True. All right. I'm going to add mutant to a bunch of European countries, so let's upset some Europeans. Russia plus mutant is Putin. That makes sense to me. Ukraine plus mutant. Chernobyl. I see why it did that.
That also makes sense to me.
Mutant plus Ireland. Leprechaun. That makes sense to me. Mutant plus Poland. Chernobyl. That doesn't make sense. Mutant plus Germany.
No.
Hitler. That makes sense. Mutant plus Switzerland is just Switzerland. And then mutant plus United Kingdom. Brexit. I see it. I see it. Oh, Brexit plus Ireland gave us Irish exit. That's okay.
It's too bad that you're only using European countries, because I want to know what I want to know if mutant plus Japan is Godzilla.
Let's see. I do have Japan. Japan plus mutant. Godzilla. There you go.
Yeah, I knew it. Had to.
Cherno Banshee Polandzilla. Very cool. Train plus Japan. Bullet train. I like it. Boris Johnson plus bullet train. Nothing. Boris Johnson plus Brexit. Disaster. True. Brexit was fucking stupid. If we have any Brits in the chat and you voted for Brexit, you were wrong. You voted incorrectly.
Do a redo.
It's wild to me that they actually went through with it. Parliament could have just said it was an advisory referendum and we're not doing it because it's stupid and direct democracy is dumb.
What if they're like, we only did it as a goof?
Let's do a poll. Let's ask chat what they think about Brexit. And I totally won't influence the vote by saying it was dumb as hell. Meanwhile, we're trying to get... We got Latvia. Someone gave me the how to get Latvia. So let's try and get Estonia and Lithuania. Maybe Poland plus Latvia gives us Lithuania? I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Lot poll. Latest poll. New discovery. Poland plus latest poll. Latest Poland. Yeah, okay. Chat, 90% bad. I love it. Yeah, Brexit was dumb. It's Nuva. Can I make Witherstorm after this? It's the monster from Minecraft story mode that eats the world. Witherstorm. How do I make Witherstorm? Wei Lee, you just joined. What country am I making? We're trying to make European countries, so we have most of Europe. I want to get Estonia and Lithuania next.
Estonia might be Ukraine plus trees or something like that. Ukraine plus forest.
Tree? Ukraine? That's Chernobyl. Forest? Plus Ukraine? It's Chernobyl.
What about Finland plus irrelevant?
Would it not just be Finland?
No.
Finland is relevant. For such a small country, what, 4.5 million people, Finland punches well above their weight because they have to, because they are neighbors with a crazy, crazy nuclear state. Polandball plus Christmas. Do I have elephant? Dog? Do I have any animals? I don't have any animals. Can we get a poll about how we feel about Finland? Absolutely. And I will also influence chat here. I love Finland. I have been once. I went for a week and I loved it. Finland, good or bad? The definitive poll. You'll find it here on Polandball Official.
Note that I am half Finnish. I was born in Sweden, but my mom was born in Finland. So if you say anything bad about Finland, that means I hate you.
Hello, hi. There are no countries that are bad. That is a hot take. I believe there are countries that are bad. I don't believe the people are inherently bad, but I think there are countries that are bad. And when I say country, I mean like the state, you know, the government. It looks like one person, maybe two people said Finland bad. It's 94% good. I love it. No one hates Finland. Unless you're like a Russian nationalist or something. Every country has done at least one bad thing. Yeah, like that's the thing is people get hung up on like a big country doing something bad because it's a big country. But, you know, I'm sure Panama has done some heinous shit. I just don't know because nobody cares about Panama. Because it's not super relevant and, well, Panama's maybe not the best example. Belize.
There was the Panama Papers.
True. Is there a tax haven? All right, we need to get Estonia. I would actually like to visit Panama. It seems like a really cool country. Give Finnish a vodka bottle or a 303 sniper and tell them the target is Russia. All right, we end the vote. Finland. 96% of people believe that Finland is good. Agreed. Pokemon. All right, every one of these countries has a Pokemon. Let's see. Greece plus Pokemon. Pikachu. That's no fun. Whoops.
Why would it be Pikachu?
Probably Zeus.
Oh.
That's what I'm guessing. Accidentally merged Hungary and Romania. Romanian Pokemon, Dracula. Yeah, see, like, the game is biased in a lot of ways where, like, the main thing it does with Romania is make Dracula or vampires. With Germany, it does Hitler quite often. And anytime you do, like, Hitler, you get Trump. Because I think it just pulls a ton of stuff from the internet, from internet discourse.
But to be fair, what else does Romania have like that it's known for?
That's a good point.
Except for holding Andrew Tate in one of their jail cells.
Yeah.
It's like I've been to Romania, and the food culture in Romania is dismal. Absolutely dismal. They were serving me like, oh, here you go, here's some traditional Romanian food, and it was like meat and potatoes and no sauce.
Panther
And
Sherman.
it's like yeah, that's how we eat our meat here in Romania, with potatoes and no sauce. It's like, all right, guys, maybe that's why Romanian food isn't exactly known worldwide.
Panther Sherman. Over 300k men died for 10% of Finnish territory. Now Finland is allowing America all of its bases. The still is about to speak Finnish and Dixie. Yeah. Finland played the past 30 years fairly well. I think they should have joined NATO back in the 90s, but it wasn't really seen as imperative because the Soviet Union has just collapsed. But their successive governments in Finland throughout the 90s and 2000s did sort of align themselves with NATO to a greater degree, particularly on like standardization of military equipment. So that's one of the reasons why Finland last year joined so quickly, was because they had sort of kept it in their back pocket in some sort of contingency where they would have to join NATO. I don't know if Sweden did the same thing. Dick Reiner, maybe you could give us some color on that.
I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention for a moment there.
Oh, I was saying how Finland throughout the 90s and 2000s still kept its policy of Finlandization, where it was neutral-ish, you know, and it didn't join NATO deliberately because Finlandization had worked throughout the Cold War, and with the Soviet Union collapsed and Russia being sort of falling into despair in the 90s, it felt like it wasn't necessary for them to join NATO. But during that time, successive Finnish governments did increasingly collaborate with NATO on expeditionary missions, on training, on standardization of military equipment, in the eventuality of a contingency where they might have to join NATO very quickly. And that's exactly what happened in 2023 when they joined.
Now I can only speak to like Swedish mentalities. I don't know exactly what the debate looked like in Finland. I know for the longest time, at least in Sweden, there was this feeling that we didn't need to join NATO because, you know, things were never gonna go that far. And even if they did go that far, we would be like sort of shielded. We had like our buffer zone of all the other countries around us. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if Finland potentially had like, you know, a more realistic view of things. They might have. of understanding the threat that Russia actually possesses.
Yeah.
And it was
When
looking
was
back on it.
Sweden
I was
got
going to say that. Sorry.
invaded. Sweden was only invaded in World War II by the Germans, and I use invaded like lightly. But Finland was at war with the Soviet Union. And, well, I guess
Yes.
that's the same time period. They never went to war after World War II, did they?
No, Finland played World War II from like a Finnish independence nationalist perspective. They could not have played it better, considering they were sort of sandwiched between the two major powers of the war. You know, Nazi Germany and Finland. Or sorry, Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. The fact that they were able to like fight 3 different wars and switch sides, and still come out of it independent, is pretty remarkable, if you ask me, considering it's such a small country. But yeah, I mean, like, they helped, you know, both the Soviets and the Nazis commit various atrocities, because they were co-belligerent of Nazi Germany, and then were sort of allied with the Soviet Union against Nazi Germany. But I mean, they were dealt a shitty hand. You know, one of the things that people really need to understand about geopolitics is that it is hard to be moral at the same time. And I guess this is not just geopolitics, but it's very pronounced in geopolitics. People will take advantage of people who are moral. And it's very difficult to sort of take a moral stance when a potential adversary is deliberately not moral. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage. So sometimes you need to do what you need to do to survive, and that's sort of what Finland had to do in World War II. So it's sort of hard to judge them super negatively, I guess, because, you know, the alternative was them being conquered by one or the other. Make Nigeria? How would I make Nigeria? Do I have Africa? Continent. We can do an art review. Yeah, why don't we do an art review while Dick Rhino and Gay Nerd are here? Because I'm not going to stream super long today. All right. I'm going to pull this up. Malik, I think, made this. This is a bunch of chatters. Some of the Polandball official team. I see Dick Rhino there. I see myself. I see Aaron. I see Gate Nerd. There's Alpaca. Oh, Alpaca's up here. Is CSM here? Yeah, CSM is there. Very cool. And a bunch of chatters.
I like the ghosts of Brain for Breakfast and Java Code. It's Brain for Breakfast's YouTube logo.
Oh, that's very nice. That's touching. This is really good, Malik. I really like this.
That's really nice.
Let's see. Any more art people want to show off?
I like how mine has the derpy eyes that I put on it.
Marble drew a tank. It's a warrior tank. Is that a British tank? The warrior?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like early Cold War, right? Or am I crazy? Warrior tank.
I think so, yeah. 60s?
Warrior tracked armored vehicle. No, 1987 to present. It's an IFV, it's not a tank. This is good, though. I see the image that you used the Wikipedia image of it to trace over it. Very good. This is super cool. Are you guys, okay, I'm curious, how many people in chat are tank nerds? I'm not a tank nerd. I don't think tanks are super cool. I like planes and I like ships and I like spaceships. So chat, are you guys tank nerds? No shame.
I used to think tanks were like at least a little bit cool.
I don't know. This is a really well drawn IFE. Good job, Marble Sphere. Andy is cool. Current progress on some art piece. Let's take a look. I like this. Is this what program is this? Oh, it's not a PNG. Shame. Always save your images as PNGs. Okay, let's pull this up. So Andy is cool. Drew is drawing this. This is a work in progress. This is super good. This is great, man. Keep it up. I love how you did the sky. Who is this up here? Is this Bulgaria? That's cute. Really good. Stop simping for PNG? Nope. PNG is the only good file type. All other file types are garbage.
The man speaks the truth.
Sphinxid, working on the Papua New Guinea PNG emoji I asked for earlier. Thank you. I think that would be good. We're also eventually going to have emojis for YouTube. So we want to have a couple of like good React emojis that people can use. So whenever I go on a rant about PNGs, people can just spam it in chat. I think that'd be funny. That's one of my favorite things about Twitch chat, or about Twitch, is Twitch chat. And I kind of want our YouTube streams to sort of be like that, where people spam a certain emoji in reaction to something, because I think that's always been funny to me. This is really good, Andy. What program is this? Does anybody recognize this program?
Is that Ibis Paint? Maybe. Looks like an app, given the...
It's Ibis Paint, according to Diddly Country Ball. I said PNGs were bad yesterday. Yeah, I misspoke. PNGs are good. This is Ibis Paint. Okay. Gay Nerd is very low. I have him at max volume, so maybe Gay Nerd, you can up your output?
Yeah, I apologize for that.
Oh, that's better.
Okay.
Oh, that's way better.
Oh, good.
Dubstep also made a family photo. Let's take a look. I love the family photo images that people make. So Dubstep made this one. This one's really cool. Let's see. I see Conrad in the front. I see Anvita here. I see myself up here. I see Jacob. I see Sphinxin. I see Frog Lord. I do recognize... Oh, here's Marble Sphere. I recognize like some of the characters and like the flags like this one, but I don't remember every single person's name who they're associated with. Is this BioEditor?
Yes.
Okay. It's like the Sealand, but with pink, right?
Yes, or it's his own custom flag.
Right. And Dick Rhino. Is Aaron in here? Oh
Yes.
yeah, there he is. I love this art style. This is great. Here's Square Up Tune. This is Fred Fish, I think. This is really good. I'm a fan. I like it. Froglord, bunch of art to share. All right, let me download all this. All right, end poll. 44% of chatters are tank nerds. So the non-tank nerds outnumber the tank nerds. Take a look at some of Froglord's stuff. I'm pulling it up. Okay. We have... Let's pull this one up first. This is Antoine de Tunen. I don't know what this is, but this is Chile. I don't know who's in there. Is that Gabon? No. What? Froglord, can you explain this image? I don't understand what's going on here. Is this part of like Chilean history? Because I wouldn't know anything about it. Sierra Leone.
Might be a Chilean state.
Does Chile have Chile before it was long? So the modern state of Chile, how old is it? The Republic of Chile.
1898.
Okay, so what preceded it?
Oh no, I was just guessing.
Oh, you said it with such confidence.
So sorry.
I would believe anything you say, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah. The modern government has existed since 1990 after Pinochet.
Yeah,
Pinochet's
1810 is when it got independence from Spain.
Okay.
And it's been independent since.
Kingdom of Aragonia and Patagonia. Oh, okay. So the kingdom of, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Spanish. It's Araucania, something like that. Kingdom of Araucania and Patagonia. It was an unrecognized state declared by two ordinances on November 17th, 1860 and November 20th, 1860, from Antoine de Tunen, a French lawyer and adventurer who claimed that the regions of Araucania and eastern Patagonia did not depend on any other states, and proclaimed himself the king of both. He had support of some Mapuche Yoncos, I guess they're indigenous peoples, around a small area in Araucania, who thought that they could help maintain independence from the Chilean and Argentine governments. He was arrested on January 5th, 1862 by Chilean authorities, imprisoned, declared insane, and expelled to France. He later tried 3 times to return and reclaim his kingdom without success. So it's sort of like the guy who created Sealand. Not real. Alright, Froglord also drew this. UK and Ireland, it's raining. Oh, I think I showed this before. UK's got a walker. I like that. And then another one. UK, it's raining, sipping tea. I love this monocle. This is a really well done monocle. The different shades of blue. Very good.
Yeah, that's good eyes. Or good monocle. I always have a hard time with that. That looks better than what I do.
Malik and Marble Sphere made a movie poster based on Breaking Bad poster. Let's take a look. So here's the poster that they made. On March 8th, all becomes crystal clear. New Mexico. New season, Sundays, 10 p.m., 9 Central. Emmy winner, outstanding lead actor, AMC.
That's really good.
So it's neon, and what's M? ME, sorry. What element is that?
It says 122. I don't think that's 122. I think that's a made-up element.
It's meitnerium.
Meitnerium.
That's real?
Meitnerium, yeah. It's a synthetic chemical element. So it's everything past uranium is synthetic, right? So uranium is what? 89? Something like that? Uranium is 92. The transuranium elements are all the ones that have been synthesized in labs. Or exist like very briefly, after a supernova, I think.
Yeah.
There are only 122 elements, so 122 isn't real. Hold on, let me go back. No, yeah, it says meitnerium is a synthetic chemical element. It has a symbol. Oh, it's MT. Whoops, no. So Me is not an element.
But I don't think there's an M, though. Because molybdenum is MO. And
Yeah, I don't think there's an Me.
yeah. When they do the credits, they also have element symbols, and sometimes they put it in the middle of the name. So you could have put it with the I, the C, the O.
Yeah, you could have done carbon, oxygen. I is, what, iridium? No, iridium is IR. What is I?
Iodine?
Iodine.
Maybe? Maybe iodine's one of
No,
the
I don't
math
think...
ones.
Is iodine even an element?
Iodine is an element,
It's a
yeah.
mineral. I don't think it's an element. Oh, it is an element. Okay, it's 53.
Yeah, and it's I.
Okay.
But I don't think... XE is an element, but not
yes.
XI. E is not the beginning of any elements. CO is cobalt. So that's the options there.
Yeah. This is good, though. Well drawn.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, so ME is not real. It's made up. All right, what else? USSR, rank my COT collection and work in progress. I don't know what COT is, but let's take a look. These are cute, whatever they are.
I think that's just the way they say cat.
In Russia?
No, just this person.
Oh.
Oh, okay, it is Russian for cat. Gotcha.
Is it? Okay. Trying to download all of them. We'll show them off. These are... I really like your art style, USSR. And your entry yesterday in the art contest was really good. Okay, let's take a look at all of these. First one. Caught. Really cool. Little cat ball. Second one. It's your personal flag. Third one. Germany. Fourth one. This is super cool. Fifth. Oops. Let me close these. Fifth. Sixth. And then we've got some Germany's. Kot. Another one with Germany. It's just different combinations of like the cat and the owner. And then finally we have an art piece. Oh, this is what you're working on for your war photo? I love this. This is great so far. Really, really cool. Which republics are these? The one with the water, which one is that? Is that Estonia?
I think the top one is Russia. The Russians are.
Republic flags.
It might be Ukraine, though. I think the bottom one's Ukraine.
Yeah, so the top one is the flag of the Russian SFSR. The bottom one is Ukraine. The middle one is Latvian SSR.
That's pretty cool.
Is that the actual like ethnic background of each of the soldiers in this photo?
Oh, that would be really cool. I have no idea.
No, the top one's not Estonia. The top one is Russia. Chat. Oh, the middle one is Estonia. No, it's not. The middle one is Latvia. Estonia, the Estonian SSR has another red wave underneath at the very bottom. This one doesn't, so it's Latvia. They're very similar, Estonia and Latvia. Fun fact, the IRL photo was staged. Yes, another fun fact is that the guy who is holding the... I think it's this guy, the second guy, has two watches. He has a watch on each hand. And the Soviet government edited the photo so that he didn't have his watches on because the two watches were looted. Why is it called Joever on the stream name? Did he die or something? No, Joe Biden suspended his re-election campaign. So July 21st, 2024 was the day it officially became Joever. Oh, USSR, you're saying it's supposed to be Estonia. Okay, but here, let me show you. I'll bring up the Latvian SSR flag and the Estonian SSR flag. So this one is Latvia. This is the Latvian SSR. Right? This is the Estonian SSR. Whoops. So the Estonian SSR has this red wave at the bottom that the ball here doesn't have. That's why, at least to me, it looks like Latvia. So if you're supposed to make it Estonia, I would add that little red wave at the bottom. Oh fuck, I forgot that, my bad. See? See, chat? You're not always right. Waiter for Karma, tomorrow is your birthday. Happy early birthday. Everybody in chat, say happy birthday to Waiter of Karma, because I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. But otherwise, this is great. This is an iconic photo, so I'm glad someone is drawing it. Happy advanced birthday. Yeah, these are great. I've always liked your art style. Let's see, what else have we got? Nuva, you edited Google Earth based on my quote yesterday that New Zealand is a mythical place made up by Australians to scare children. Let's take a look. Maps without New Zealand. That's funny. The world, if it was good. The movie poster. Twister. Is this Texas and Oklahoma? This is really well done. I like this art style. The shading is really cool. I like the orange sky.
Yeah, that's good. The sky does go orange when there's tornadoes around them.
Does it? Is it because it kicks up like a bunch of dust in the sky? Is that why?
I have no idea. That could be it, but it just does.
Okay. Smoky
They
Land.
teach us how to recognize tornadoes, and then that's about it.
Okay. Smoky Land and its provinces. Professional dimwit. These are very, very well drawn balls.
I
Chat,
love those.
Yeah, chat, if you ever want an example of how to draw a good ball, this image is perfect. Every single one of these is a fantastically drawn ball. The eyes, the expressions are great. It's very clean. Perfect. Square Up Tune, everyone thought that the contest theme would be about movies. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but it's not. The next contest is not movie posters, no, it's war photos.
Haven't done movies though yet, right?
No, I don't think we have.
Oh, it'll be a topic at some point.
Who's your favorite? British, French, Spanish, Dutch, or Russian? Interesting question. If I had to choose among those five, I mean, culturally closer to the Brits than any of the rest, just because it's an English-speaking country, but I don't really have a preference among the people, you know? What do you guys think? You guys can take a more controversial stance, Gaynard and Dick Rhino. British, French, Spanish,
British?
Dutch, or Russian, if you had to choose any of those five, one of those five.
I like the Dutch.
Or picking best or worst?
I guess either one.
Oh. Because Britain was a mistake. The world would be better off without Britain.
The world would look very different. Oh, Froglord, the 8-ball, I don't know that I want to show on stream, but I will show the planet that you made. Oh, it's Bloonish. This is Froglord's interpretation of Bloonish's profile picture. Only thing I would change is there's a little pixel here. Right there. Otherwise, this is cool. Drawing rings around planets is super hard. I hate it. Really difficult to do. Dubstep, you made a comic for a joke that Taxiya made. Takishi made. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Let's take a look. Vietnam doesn't exist. The Chinese made gas that can make you hallucinate that the trees were speaking, and made other military personnel think that their fellow comrades were from Vietnam, a fictional country. Vietnam is water. I don't get it. That's the Viet Cong flag, right, at the bottom? Do you guys understand what's going on here?
I'm trying to figure it out.
If Britain didn't exist, you would speak German. Are you Belgian? The blue is water.
I think it's related to like the theory that Finland is a ocean.
I don't get it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
an old 4chan meme that Finland doesn't actually exist.
Deadly Country
It's
Ball.
just made.
We
It's just
made
made
a-
up by the internet.
We made a subreddit that Vietnam doesn't exist. Some dude said Vietnam wasn't real, and it started a 2-hour argument in chat about anything. Oh, okay, so it's a meta comic about chat. The chat channels in the Discord move too quickly, so I don't follow them at all. So I don't know what you guys get up to. Imperatus Dualica. Can I show this map on stream? It's a flag map for an alternate history you're making. Yeah, let's take a look. I like looking at maps. There's a great subreddit on Reddit called map porn. Reddit.com/r/map-porn. I love that sub. Oh, it's not a PNG. Save your images as PNGs, folks. If it's not a PNG, it's not for me. JPEGs are awful. Nobody should like JPEGs. We're racist against JPEGs here. We hate JPEGs. Terrible file type. All right, let's take a look. Iceland. Norway has Svalbard still. Karelia looks like it's... What is this? Just a different fantasy flag? Big Poland. Poland in a just world. Poland Ukrainian Commonwealth or something. Poland... Polish Lithuanian Ukrainian Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Crazy. Greater Hungary. Don't like that. Italy has like the entirety of the what coast is the Adriatic coast?
Yeah. Looks like the Greyjoys conquered most of Spain.
Yeah. Kingdom of Portugal. I like how this is an alternate alternate Europe, and Ireland is still not united entirely.
Only in dreams.
Oh, Frog Lord, I missed this. Let me pull this up. I'll go back to the map in a second. Oh, I think I showed this on stream before, Frog Lord, unless you added more to it, but this is a bunch of the colonies in Britain. I wouldn't be able to name, like, most of these. This is really, really well drawn, though. I like you put your avatar here. I like Canada's hat. It's very, very detailed. Maryland. Is this a cigarette? Is this a beaver? Why is there a beaver here? What is this one? What character is this? Do you guys know?
I think it's an otter,
Is it an otter?
but I've no... Oh, maybe it's like have to do with the fur trade or something? It could be a beaver or an otter.
Hudson Bay Company. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oops.
I think that was a fur trading thing.
Oh, Sam, sorry, I totally missed your... I missed your image. Here, let's take a look at this. This is called Polandball Slippery Slope. The rules are overrated is the first step. Hand and pupils are fine. Hair is fine. I like eyelashes. Oh, just a little line tool. Circle tool is alright. Not bagging... What does it say? Not tagging accessories with price tags is okay. Anti-aliasing is fine. Country humans, Hetalia. This is good. I like how Poland is upside down here. Or right side up, whichever way you want to interpret it.
I think it's falling down on its stare. Falling down on its head, maybe. I have no idea. Oh, I think it's going down, and these get worse as they go down, and then you're in hell. That's my
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, so he's falling down. Yeah, because there's little like action marks here from where he's falling. This is really good though. I like it. All right, let's go back to this. Just take a look at all the... Oh, this is mandatory Palestine. Take a look at all these characters. Jamaica is somewhere in there. It's the original American colonies, I believe. Ireland. Poland is there. And then Myanmar? Is this Saskatchewan? This is Newfoundland, right?
I have no idea what the Canadian provinces.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think about them. You know, you know that one Mad Men meme. Like Canada and the U.S. are in the elevator, and Canada says to the U.S., "I feel sorry for you," and then the U.S. says, "I don't think about you at all."
Yeah.
Oh, it's Indonesia. Okay, this is good though, Froglord. Keep it up. Oh, I want to look at the map again. Hold on. Alternative history of Europe. Luxembourg. Let's not forget that. This is the most important change. Luxembourg. Germany is still a mess. It's bigger, but you've still got a bunch of like principalities and stuff that haven't unified. Czechoslovakia is really just Czechia, kind of, and I guess some parts of Slovakia. Big Greece. Thick Greece. I like that. Or it's thicker like up here, but it doesn't extend as far down here. Oh, Germany's in civil war in this? Okay. Germany, if it was good. Is this fascist Italy? This is pretty cool. Estonia and Latvia are just chilling up here. Sweden and Norway look relatively unchanged. Denmark unchanged. Finland is a little bit bigger than it is. And then nothing about Greenland or North Africa. Oh, parts of North Africa here. This is cool. Yeah, it's Finland's pre-World War II territory. Okay. Froglord, can I tell Dick Rhino to check his pings? Dick Rhino, check your pings, apparently.
Check my pings?
That's what he said.
In like the Discord or something? I don't see any pings in Discord.
Nuva, another good one. Okay. This is world history if it wasn't bad. Could you imagine a world without England?
I think that's 7 accounts banned in the chat saying that we should make an appeal server for banned people. I was like, no.
I do know there are streamers who do that. I don't know. What is this? Malik. Alternate map. Let's take a look. Oh man, there's no way I'm reading this. This was, I suggested you name this Czechoslovakia. I guess it's Czechoslovakia. Because you've got a lot of Africa, North Africa here too. This is crazy. Could you imagine all of these people under one government? One, it wouldn't work because all of these people hate each other. But two, this is like, what, 4 billion people? It's a lot of mouths to feed.
4 billion? I think that's like, how many? There's 8, so that's probably 6 billion people.
Yeah, you're right. Africa is what, like 1.3 billion? The Americas are about 1 billion.
Yeah.
So we have maybe like a third of Africa here.
It's got Nigeria and it's got Ethiopia, so it's got the big hitters.
No, it doesn't have... No, Ethiopia and Nigeria are not part of this super state.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have those.
Yeah, it has Egypt. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Is Egypt second or third now?
Third
In Africa.
I believe. Nigeria's 1. I think Ethiopia's 2.
Okay. I think Ethiopia and Egypt are very close in population. They're both around like 100 million.
Yeah. I don't remember what the DRC is. It might be big too.
Yeah, it's like 80 million people.
That sounds right. I actually looked that up yesterday, and I already forgot it.
Smokey, here's a map made using chat suggestions. Let's take a look. Ooh, okay. There's a lot of changes here. Let's take a look. Portugal is gone. It's Portugal. Crimea is much bigger. Oh, okay, so it looks like sea levels are lower? Because you have thick Italy here. The Adriatic is filled in. Corsica and Sardinia are connected. Crete is bigger. Cyprus is bigger. Turkey has been Balkanized. The Balkans are back into, greater Yugoslavia, featuring Greece. Crimea, this is like greater Ukraine, I guess. Germany has its pre-World War I borders. France has its pre-World War I borders. Belgium is split between Flanders, Wallonia, and then you've got Luxembourg here. Most of the Netherlands has fallen back into the sea. Godspeed to all the Dutch. England has been cut in half. This is just going to make them scarier. Could you imagine if if Great Britain was cut in half like this, you had a river, these people would be even better sailors than they were historically.
Yeah, it would be like Britain combined with Indonesia on steroids. It would be awful.
Presumably you'd have a lot more fertile land here too. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Also looks like sea levels rose, but also Portugal's just gone. Like, given the sea level rise, Portugal is mostly fine. It's mountains, but just for shits and giggles, it's just gone.
Yeah. I like it. It went to go hang out with Brazil.
Yeah.
Norway is big. We've got thick Norway here. And Sweden has this little piece of Arctic territory now, I guess. Right? Sweden doesn't have that piece in reality, right? This is all Norwegian coast.
Yeah.
That's cool. Sweden, #1 Arctic power. Big Finland. God damn, that's a thick Finland. This is the part that makes me happy. Baltic Union. These are the 3 countries that I just can't help but root for,
Yeah.
Hungary looks relatively unchanged. Maybe this looks like new territory. Greater Austria has annexed some parts of Switzerland, it looks like. It feels... Oh, okay, so this part of the French coastline is expanded, the French Riviera. This is a really strange map. We've got your West Bank, your Israel, and your Gaza still. Turkey, Armenia, Georgia, Azerbaijan. Parts of Turkey, all under one state. So this is like a bastardized Ottoman Empire. Kazakhstan looks unchanged. This is a pretty cool map, but it's weird. Chat, you guys should make more alternative history maps, and not just Europe, because these are really cool. We should also draft Aaron into making more fantasy maps. Waiter of Karma, I said to make simple contest entries when you were still working on it, but you decided to finish the background. Let's take a look. Sorry, Gaynard, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying that we keep Aaron too busy. He doesn't have time for his hobbies anymore.
That's true. He's a professional Polandball artist. Let's take a look at this. So Karma was working on this. Yeah, this is a super detailed background, but it's nice. I like it. You could repurpose it for something else. Dubstep. He has no door, based off of a funny. I don't know what this is. What this is supposed to mean. So we have what, the 2 English Royal Guards and then Latvia? And there's like a door? I don't understand.
I'm lost. I got door. Got door? Is it a pun? I got door. Maybe it's a pun.
CHEH, you can send the original screenshot? Yeah, sure. I don't understand. Waiter of Karma, should you just finish your entry or make a simplified version? I would make a simplified version. But if you go ahead with the background you showed us, it's not the worst thing in the world either. Since it's on me for not having explained the rule when I made the announcement. CHCH is going to give us the context for this. Why do you want the contest entries to be relatively simplistic? Because that is what Anbita and Not So Great Britain wanted. They won the last contest, so they got to choose the theme, and they want the entries to be simplistic. Oh, okay. So this is like a Roblox meme. Here's the context. It's not a JPEG, so I can't pull it up. But it's a Roblox. I think it looks like a Roblox. 2 characters. It's literally the same thing. Okay, and then dubstep. US with a hat. Or not US. I don't know what this is. A fantasy flag, maybe? I think I've shown this on stream. The screenshot is from Blood and Iron. It's a Napoleonic War shooter. Gotcha. Froglord, I can't just say it's not a JPEG and not show it. No, so the reason why is because half the time when you guys send me an image that's in a different file type, I have to open up Paint and save it as a different file type because Photoshop won't load it. That's one of the reasons why I ask you to submit images that are PNG and not JPEG or BMP or TIFF.
A TIFF Polandball comic. That's awful.
Oh, I see. I said it's not a JPEG, so I can't show it. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting mixed up. PNGs. We only like PNGs. And then dubstep, you drew this. This is good. This is not a hot take by any means, but like these hats are super silly. They look really dumb. Your drawing is good, but like the hat in real life is stupid.
Beefeater?
Is that what they're called?
I think. Or maybe the person is called a beefeater, or maybe it's completely unrelated.
See,
Smoky.
I thought that wife beater shirts were like unrelated to beating your wife, but apparently they're not. Apparently they're called that because of some photo of some domestic abuser wearing that in like their mugshot or something, and it was like just became associated with that piece of clothing, and that's why they're called wife beaters.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just call them tank tops. I don't like calling them wife beaters.
Yeah.
They're slightly different, I will say.
And then I think this is also dubstep made this. No hands in Polandball. Remove the hand, you can have the gun now. That's a well-drawn Germany. Okay. Close this. Froglord, this is a map. So green is places you have stood in. Purple, places you've driven through. And red, you've been over in a plane. I've never seen someone make a map like that where like I flew directly over like these places. Interesting. Okay.
That seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Look up flight paths. Well, if you've never been on that many flights, I suppose.
Yeah.
Fun idea, though.
There's a lot of Ireland you've got to go. See. It's a small country. You should be able to see more of it. I've seen a good amount of Ireland. I went from Dublin down to the Ring of Kerry, so I've seen like, and Cork, so I've seen like most of the southern half of the country. Ireland is beautiful. Have either of you been?
No, unfortunately.
When you're there, you really do understand why they call it the Emerald Isle. It is green as hell. So this is a PSA from Smokey. Remember to save your images as JPEGs instead of those evil PNGs. Never do this. Ever. Only PNGs. JPEGs are bad. Alright, and then we have an alternate World War I history. Alternate World War I map. Let's see. Who made this? FM Roman made this. Okay. So alternate map of World War I. Okay. So Republic of China, allied with the Triple Alliance, along with Persia and Indonesia. Oh, because I guess, yeah, Netherlands has been conquered, I guess, by Germany. Because they were neutral in World War I. Sweden has been conquered. Brazil, parts of Argentina and Chile, and then Mexico, and parts of Central America, Cuba, are all part of the Triple Alliance. Half of the United States has been conquered. Interesting.
Mexico answered Germany's call to war.
Yeah, was it the Zimmerman telegram? Is that what it was?
I believe so.
I mean, even the Mexicans back then were like, nah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
World War I era America and World War II era America are entirely different beasts. But even World War I era America wouldn't really have an issue sort of defending its own territory against Mexico. The power gap between the two was pretty big then. But it's a pretty big glow up, World War I era America to World War II. Like, World War I era America was just straight up a normal great power, not sort of dissimilar in power from the others. It's just, it was more of an expeditionary power, right? But it wasn't a superpower yet, right? It's like watching, I'm going to use a DBZ reference here. World War I era US is like Goku right before he goes Super Saiyan for the first time. And then World War II era America is when he goes Super Saiyan and kills Frieza. I don't know if there are any DBZ nerds in the chat, but DBZ is awesome.
I am a DBZ nerd, but I just realized that I'm about to crash. It's like 1 a.m. here. I gotta go to bed.
Right on. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Chat, say goodbye to Dick Rhino.
Goodbye to Dick Rhino. Bye bye. Bye bye. Woo. Bye bye.
Alright, and then we've got Dubstep also drew this. This is pretty good. I like it. It's cute. Smokey, can I add to this blackboard? Yes. I like this. This is really cool. This should be a cartoon background, though, instead of a stock image. Let me draw something on this real quick. What should I draw, chat? My OC ball? I don't really want to draw it. My profile picture is hard to draw, so I don't like drawing it. Add cheese? I like cheese. Let's do cheese. Like this. More like that. Some Swiss cheese, I guess. Chat, what do you guys think about Swiss cheese? It's not my favorite cheese. But I've never had a cheese I didn't like, but Swiss cheese is not like high on my list of favorite cheeses. Let's do a poll. Swiss cheese tier. Aaron's in chat. Swiss cheese is alright. Chat, say hello to Aaron. Oops.
I'd say ranked by flavor, Swiss cheese is like B tier, but ranked by how good it is in cartoons, it is S tier.
Oh, absolutely. It's like the go-to,
default.
you know?
Oh yeah. Tom and Jerry would not be the show that it is without Swiss cheese.
Absolutely. Okay. There, I added Swiss cheese to it. I'm going to save this and then send it back to you guys. There we go. Frog Lord, British Antarctic Territory. Let's take a look. Oops. Very well drawn. Really good. Again, it's one of those stupid flags that has the Union Jack and the canton and then a really overly complicated coat of arms or seal or whatever. Alright, chat. 23% said S tier. 37% said A tier, 20% said B tier, 17% said C tier. Interesting. For Swiss cheese. Alright. Guys, I'm going to call it there because I've got other things I've got to do tonight. Gate Nerd, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. It's always fun to chat. Aaron, thanks for showing up in chat. I might stream tomorrow. No promises, but thank you guys for joining. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys when I see you. Take care.